Hey guys, it's Paul, Happy Meet Business. I want to give you an introduction today on CRM, Customer Relationship Management. And probably in this video, what you're really wanting to look for is because you're looking for a system. You've come to this video thinking, I need to understand what CRM is. I need to know what to go forward into. And I want to tell you about next level after CRM. So I want to explain what CRMs are. I want to explain the many that are out there, and I want to show you what I see that you really need to be looking at, not just your CRM. So the first question is, do you have one? Well, it's customer relationship management. Every business has a way of doing it. So yes, you already have one. Whether you're doing it through your phone, a phone system, even an old-fashioned phone like this, you've got a filing cabinet, you've got notebooks. Some of you have got yellow sticky papers. This is your CRM task manager. And I've even worked with a guy who tried to tell me that his Rolodex was the best thing he ever had. And for him, maybe it was. So you already have a CRM system, but you've probably come to this video because you know it's antiquated. You know it's vulnerable and it's not the best way. You've got salesmen that may have a notebook in the pocket with all their information or a Rolodex on their desk. And if they leave the company, if there's a fire or a flood, then you're going to have a problem. Or you may have gone to the next level, which is some sort of Google Calendar, some sort of online calendar task management system. And then you've got a spreadsheet somewhere. Which this is what I work with a company. They had up to this point, I had a spreadsheet. They tracked all their jobs, all their sales via a spreadsheet, and they had to update this thing weekly and send it to somebody. And the top boss would look at it once a week or once a month. And it was a slow way of moving into a slow system. So now you're probably looking at platforms and which one. And there's many CRM platforms out there. There's big ones like Salesforce and Zoho. But then when you've started to, I can guarantee you've started to Google, you've probably come to my YouTube channel where I show you a lot of ways how to use all of these systems. And you're thinking, well, which one's for me? Which one do I need? There's thousands of them. I Googling them. I ask one of my friends and they're using this system and they love it. And another friend uses that system and they love it. And another friend uses another system and they hate it. But ultimately, what does it need to do? What does your CRM need to do? And every single one does these things. It tracks leads. It tracks your contacts. It looks at deals to quotes and then decides if it's won or lost. So every single one, bar none, has a function of saying, here are your leads, here are your contacts and your accounts, here are your deals, your quotes with those deals, and then did you win or lose them? So you want to get to a point where you've got that information, and that there is the sales funnel, isn't it? So ultimately, you've got your funnel. You've got to get into a system where you are tracking everything. You have information at the touch of a button that saves you time, saves you a lot of time. You can click on somebody's contact information. You can see what your discussions have been. You can see what meetings you've had. You can schedule meetings and tasks. You can see what needs to be done to get them to the next level of the funnel. How do I get this person to close, to win? And this information should be on your phone. It should be on a platform where everybody in the business can see it. Obviously top level can see it. You might not want people on the same level as you to see your deals, but you might want to collaborate with people on deals, and you've got little things to do, and you've got to share files, and you've got to share comments, and you might have other people who know that person you're working with. I used to work for a company where we'd have 3 or 4 salesmen, and then we'd have 14 technicians. And everybody, well, I used to live in Bermuda. Everybody knows everybody, so you could put, I'm going to see Mr. Tucker at so and so pharmacy. We're going to put some new cameras in. Anybody work with him? And one of the salesmen or one of the technicians or one of the accounts team would say, yeah, he lives next door to me. Nice guy, whatever, but they could share that information in a system. So this is what a CRM is about, is getting all your customer information in one place, customer and leads. Some of this information is not for customers. It's you're trying to convert them into customers. But what you want to do is save time, make money. You know that any place where you can save time, it's going to make you money. It's going to save you money. Might necessarily make you money, but it'll save you money. So you want to speed up your salesman, speed up the whole process. And when you've done that, when you've made it easier for people to get the information by clicking somewhere, by having it on their phones, being able to create quotes fast, being able to get pricing information, being able to ask the team questions quickly, it saves them time. It makes them better. And I've worked with salesmen who have kicked back from the Rolodex, from the notepad and the spreadsheet, to a system that saves them time, saves them money, and they love it when it tracks the commission, because putting in commission reports used to slow them down. So then your final part, your CRM, is getting that sale won, isn't it? To get that deal done. And that is money on the books. It isn't money in the bank, it's money on the books. And for everybody, this is your CRM. Leads, wherever they come in from Yellow Pages or Facebook, or somebody tells you about a lead, you convert them into a contact. You convert the contact, or you prepare a deal with this contact. You're going to try and sell them something. Then the quote comes, and then you either win or lose it. So you hope at the end of the CRM process that you have got a deal and a relationship now with this customer, so that you can then go back and start doing more deals with them, or having a relationship with new people because of that customer. But every business doesn't stop there, does it? And this is where I'm going to talk to you about the next level. What happens next after the deal is done? Well, obviously, it's the product delivery. Whatever product type that is, if it's just a package you send out, whether it's a massive project you do, you've got to deliver the project. So now we're in the next level stuff. Is your CRM going to do that? Well, it's not. Some will, some won't. But this is what you need to look into when you're looking at which one's right for you. So then we look at ERP. Everybody loves an abbreviation. This is Enterprise Resource Planning. So I coach and teach CRM and ERP. So CRM is getting the customer, getting the deal over the line, tracking information, knowing stuff about the customer, but ultimately getting the deal done. But then we've got to deliver the product. So this is, project management. This is team management, organizing your staff. This is HR management, making all of a sudden making everything in your business run smooth. Like you've saved time for the sales team. Now you're going to save time for everybody else. Now you're going to save time for the installation team, for the service team, for the inventory guys, for dealing with vendors, for HR, for timesheets and sick days, and making everybody's tasks and mundane tasks automated, quicker processes, saving people time, saving company money, and ultimately getting paid into the bank. So the ERP is a huge part on the side of the CRM. CRM is massive because you need to get sales to make your company run, but then you've got to be able to deliver product. And for some people, that is a bigger part than sales, and for other people, it's simply sending out your product and making sure a customer receives it and is happy. So this now, to me, is the bigger picture. This is the larger thing. When you're looking for a CRM, I work with a lot of security companies. That's my trade, and just selling a burglar alarm or just selling a CCTV project or a fire alarm is only half the job. Then it can take months and years, even on some massive projects I've worked on, to deliver the whole package. And then when you start linking the ERP to the CRM, I tell a story that if the salesman can see information on a customer that says this is the deal that's been done with them in the past, this is what's happened, the accounting company might put this customer doesn't pay his bills, or this customer is still owing from a previous project. So when a salesman look at their CRM, it needs to say, what should I prioritize? Which deals should I prioritize? Because I used to work in a company and say to a salesman, I said, you're working on a big deal for so-and-so down at that business, aren't you? And he'll say, yeah, I've got, it's a $25,000 fire alarm or $30,000 project, whatever. And I'll be like, that's cool, but just know that he's not paid for his last two projects. He still owes us for that gate we did. He still owes us for. So are you going to use all your time on a project for a customer that doesn't pay the bills? They might sign off on it, but they may just not pay. But now you've got a system where it's talking to your accountant program. Your whole network is together. Your accountant team, your accounting receivables is able to quickly communicate with your sales team. If you allow them to see each other's information, your manager, your accounts manager might say, "Hey, I see you working and you're going down there for a meeting. Be wary the guy doesn't pay, or be wary, he doesn't answer, or he doesn't, getting deposits a nightmare. Whatever it is, it's now an integrated thing where you can see everything that you need to see in one place. This is um, profit and loss. This is how much did a job cost? How much is that inventory costing for that job? Why are we paying twice as much now for this stuff than we did 2 years ago? Or here's the inventory manager saying, this is where I'm saving your money. It's a bigger, deeper system. It's everything you need in one place, but it saves everybody time. But I won't lie, this is what it feels like trying to set it up. And even after that, it's like pushing a car uphill. I've pressed pause too late there. But this is your business, your processes. This is lead to getting paid. This is, cradle to the grave stuff. This is the CRM is getting the sale. The ERP is delivering the product. But then the information afterwards is everything you need in one place. This is giving better service. This is giving everybody the tools to have more information. I'd say like your CRM would be places where you would go to a customer and it might be a big, say, I don't know, there's a lady who's in charge of a massive supermarket, and you have a chat with them, but on the way there you find out, she supports a certain football team and she's got kids that do hobbies, and you're writing this stuff down, you're making notes, or son plays football, daughter plays in goal for so and so team, or husband's doing a triathlon, something like that. So the next time you come to see them, you pull up that customer's information, and it says, "Oh, husband did the triathlon. Hey, how did your husband get on in that triathlon?" And the person's all of a sudden impressed that you've remembered stuff. How's you remembered that? Oh, your daughter Molly, she played in goal. I actually went to that game because my niece plays for that same team. She played really well that day. Something that takes you to the next level, and that's what it all is. But putting it all in place is a grind. But once you've got a system that saves people money and time, you can just repeat, repeat, repeat. I tell a story about when I became the manager of the install service manager for quite a big security company. We did everything. We sold everything: the gates, fire alarms, burglar alarms, cameras, intercoms, GPS units, everything, everything, everything. And delivering the product and supporting the product was hard before we got the ability to save people time in timesheets, to save people time in creating quotes, in grabbing inventory information, putting new inventory in a system where all the salesmen could see the prices straight away when they were out on site. They weren't coming back and trying to ask questions or saying to inventory manager, how much is that information? And because you're forever in meetings then, or you're forever having chats over a desk. How much is that stuff? How much is that stuff? You need it all in fingertips, don't you? And once we had those processes in place, it speeded everybody up, and we wasn't worried about putting new products on a system. We wasn't worried about upgrades. We wasn't worried about training. Well, we was, because we're going back to pushing the car uphill. It's always work, but we knew we had a process to follow. We knew how to get it done, and the the bottom line, the top line went through the roof, and the bottom line follows, right? But around that time, we also had a top sales guru. I don't want to say guru. I can't think of a better word. Came in, and he wrote a book called um, "The Dolphin and the Cow," and it was all about sales processes, sales funnels, knowing how much money you need at the top of your funnel to make sure it comes out at the bottom, knowing how long is your sales cycle. Does it take a month? Does it take 3 weeks? Is it a 2-day cycle? But on page 28 of his book, it said this: gentle pressure relentlessly applied. And that is what all this process is. That is whatever CRM you're looking at, whatever ERP you're looking at, they all do what they're supposed to do. But you've got to get on top of people. You've got to push it and say, come on, this is going to save you time. This is going to save the business money and make money, which is more important. But it's gentle pressure every day. Come on, stick to the process. If you just do it, everything, first thing in the morning, do that thing you're supposed to do. It's going to save you time. It's going to, it's going to free you up to do what you really want to do. So looking at the whole picture is a lot of information, a lot of things to do. But gentle pressure relentlessly applied, and you will get there. Because ultimately, whoever's watching this, the book probably stops with you. You've probably been assigned to look at a CRM system, but you didn't even realize you were looking at an ERP system as well. But the book stops with you, or you've taken it on to say the book stops with me. I'll organize it. I'll work out what we need. I'll make it happen. This is what I did in my when I became a manager. I took it on myself to learn the systems that were already there, to work out which ones needed to be added, to make them talk to each other, but then to save everybody time. And it made everybody money. Everybody got paid their bonus, and most of the technicians, if not all, got pay rises within a year. And within a year, they went from breaking even in the 2 departments to nobody talking about money, because they were making so much money that it was all about what's the new product, what's the next job, what's this. The money became, it didn't become irrelevant, but it became easier to make because we had systems in place, we had processes in place. We were constantly pushing that car uphill with people saying, come on. But they knew every day we were going to push it. Gentle pressure relentlessly applied. And then recycle, repeat, do it again. Tinker with the process. Make it better. See what works. See what doesn't. So it's not an easy answer to your problems. But what I wanted to explain in this video was CRM, and then next level is ERP. CRM, getting the sale through the door. ERP, getting paid into the bank, and everybody hopefully being happy-ish. You're not going to make everybody happy. It doesn't work. But it becomes a very transparent system. It becomes very see-through. Obviously, that was what transparent means, Paul. But it becomes, you're not hiding, you're not questioning, because the bosses or anybody can see the information whenever they want. You can just say that's what it is, because it's, the data generally doesn't lie. And that's what I loved about it. I just clicked on stuff and said, hey, you only did 20 hours work this week. What happened? You only did billable time for this. But that was the ERP system. Saying to salesmen, you've only got 4 quotes this week. What's happened? Do you need me to help you speed up the process? What's slowing you down? Let's change it. Let's make it faster. It's my job. Or the book stops with me. I want to make your life easier so that you're making more sales or you're doing your job more efficiently. So I hope it helps. I hope it explains why I'm kind of passionate about the CRM, the ERP stuff, because I think it benefits your business. I think it makes your business better. It makes you look more professional, and it can make you so much more money. It can make it easier, even during the grind. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what questions you've got. Let me know what you're really struggling with. I will be starting to put stuff together to try and say what CRM I recommend that you use for your certain business, because they're all different. and ERP bolt-ons, or which one's going to do everything. But I hope in this video I've explained a little bit more to you where you can get a grasp of what's CRM, what's ERP, and everything. Lead to paid, lead to paid. You can do it. See you soon, guys. Cheers.